Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Day, and the one and only Master Propaganda Hero site defender of the fatherland of you to 2v2 on day 101. In the north it is Ula and Mr.Howe fighting here for a double DAK formation here with the German army. The 16th Panzer Division in the southeast is Mule and Ferig fighting for more combined British-American force here. US 3rd Armoured Division being supported by the British 53rd. We got Mule here with Air&Sea, Ferig with Armoured. Not much has changed there. And Ula with nothing. Mr.Howe also no battle group picks yet. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for continued generous, heroic, and wonderful support with the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. Ooh, spooky. So, Panzer Pioneer sitting out here. 250 half-tracks, I believe, on the way for both DAK players. Actually, a bike there, never mind. So, we're setting out here. Double sappers there for Mule with a sectional away. Ferig with the Jeep. Veterans one already off the bat here. Unsurprisingly. Section out here for Mule. So we are off here to the races with a new patch. First 2v2 match here of Orchid Spider. Keep rushing to the Panzer Pioneer here. Shots being fired. Jeep going aggressively. Take some shots back here from the Panzer Pioneer. And we got plenty of Panzer Grenadiers bringing in both axis players, focusing hard south actually, ignoring the north side of the map. Bold move, of course, can give them a bit of advantage here if it works out. But if something goes wrong, they're going to look a bit silly. Never mind the rest, losing a lot of territories up north, or the opponent getting a lot of territory up north they can't really easily get back, perhaps. So it really needs to make use of this fast and then push elsewhere. We got more sectional there for Mule, more Panzer Grenadier there for Ula. Just popped his Panzer Grenadiers inside his 250 half track there, the Leichter Schützen Panzerwagen. Sections and Jeeps busy up north. Jeep definitely took a bit of damage there. So we got a bit of action, but so far, very focused, very short. A bit more skirmishing up here. Sappers caught here by the German infantry. Half-track could also join in the fun. Now we got a second half-track up here. That's two 250 half-tracks here. Which effectively would totally beg up for squads worth of Panzer Grenadiers with how they were meant. So they're basically meant to carry half a squad. They're basically designed to be smaller, easier to hide half-tracks for reconnaissance units. But they would also sumptuously service with Panzer Grenadiers. In fact, a lot of the time, even the ones in the scout units would be used just like armoured Panzer Grenadiers and armoured Panzer Grenadier regiments with their own armoured half-tracks. So that's one of those things what was intended and then what actually happens in terms of usage. Up north here, a bit of skirmishing, and we got Panzer Pioneers to sappers. Quickly occupying the more fancy structure there. Bit of back and forth, a bit of skirmishing. We got anti-tank rifles up for Mule, cause raids to try and blast up some German light vehicles with the boys anti-tank rifle. American forces pushing forwards here, perhaps light support of the British. But yeah, we're seeing on the south side is a lot of funding's happening. We do have Mule a bit more up in the north than the Axis. We only got really one squad of infantry busy shooting at the Allies there. More crucially, getting shot at.
We've lost the sector.
Sappers are getting pushed back here. Center falling to Allied forces here as they're looking to breach in the south. Bike continues to pressure against the Allies there. Panzer Grenadiers rushing forwards. Machine gun on the way for Ula. And we got here a platoon command post for Mule. And we got here the support center for Ferig. Not exactly the biggest surprise. This is just still really good. And we got assault grenadiers out here now for Mr.Howe there. Definitely gets a bit more aggressive there then. Assault grenadiers regular sections rather than moving forwards here. On the south side here, trying to pressure up on the flank here, maybe. No, decides not to further push in there and pressure the opponent. And up north, there's just more Allied forces gobbling up. The Panzer Pioneers were fine remembered. I think Mr.Howe might want to get some elements up there of the half-track type to assist, quickly clear out the Allies. As that will allow them to more safely with the bike and secure the entire north half of the map.
A victory point is being overrun.
pressure around the center still.
Unlocking production of Stuart light tanks.
Stuart light tanks on the way for Mule. They did actually make the Stuart a bit cheaper to
Point
build.
in enemy hands. Enemy ground forces have claimed a sector.
Sections. Scouts there. We got a smoking down again, prepare for an assault. Straight to mine. Tally ho! Oh, goodness. We lost Nigel, Reginald, and Donald. Donald? Yes, Donald. No one ever really liked him, anyways. Grenade assault here, pushing forwards. Still light tanks built here for Mule. Leichters and Trägerschutz for Ula. I mean, always a handy artillery piece there. Over to Ferig. Not much out there yet. As of yet, I know here to Mr.Howe with his assault grenades. We actually got here the 250-9. Haven't seen that in a hot minute. Certainly been interesting there to see that return. 250-9, a armored car version of the 250 half-track. Here used as an infantry fighting vehicle, which it wasn't, though. When it came to the Germans and how they used the half-tracks, they kind of used them like infantry fighting vehicles, particularly considering all the ones that did get kind of upgunned with a variety of larger guns, but that certainly wouldn't have been it. Sabres are engaged. Tons of puny in. We got British forces retreating in from North Town here, as German forces are pulling in more aggressively now. In the south side, Pack 38 being hauled forwards by Ula. The Panzer by Colonel 38. Bit aggressive, if anything, to pull it in like that.
Lost, Commander.
Certainly not without its risks either, but
We're losing a
there you
fuel
go.
point.
Bit of quantity on both sides. Got a Greyhound out here for Ferig. Getting the armored side skirts upgrade. It got some new veterans abilities as well, including it can now decap points very fast as one of them. In fact, the Americans probably saw some of the largest just changes, with a lot of its stuff basically getting overhauled, or in some cases buffed as well. So light tanker rushing forwards for Mule as well. We got another 250-9 here out of Mr.Howe with Panzers in the first one engaged. The British and American force charging here. Heavy fighting by the river. 16th Panzer Division putting up a fight, but it's taking a lot of damage here. Allies are also not quite willing to cross this Rubicon, if you will, and now falling a bit back here in the south side. German forces got a machine gun coming on the flank here. They did buff the MD-34 Spectre's one ability, if not straight up change it. Up north here, Allied forces also putting pressure in here.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Mr.Howe straight for the Panzer Armee Kommando. Got things there escalating
Victory point lost. The enemy
in a variety of directions. The Allies are struggling here to crack the German centre for now. We also got an ambulance out here for Ula, providing crucial healing, reinforcement, and of course antagonizing the Americans. God, they got an ambulance out there, Bob. We gotta get it. Gotta destroy it in the name of democracy. Let's do it there, narrowly dodging an anti-tank grenade. Up north, a bit more pressure on the Allied flank bite, though. Clearly not going to apply too much pressure. And there goes Sapphires with the 250-9 here.
machine gun and crew are ready for orders.
Ferig here, clearly lining up for something bigger. We got a mortar team being brought in to help flash out the Germans. With all these units bunched up here, mortar definitely could provide a crucial assistance. Or a smoke screen. Ferig, though, hasn't done much more with his battle. We do get fast deployment. We got a bit of mortified in the MD-34 team, the predecessor to the MD-42, and certainly one of the, well, perhaps first machine readers to push the general machine gun concept. There's a machine gun that used both the sort of, as a light machine gun and sort of more of a medium machine gun like this. That was one of its, many innovations. And we got a Panther 3 on the way here for Mr.Howe. Up north here, German forces clashing out. They got a 250-9 Steward moving up there. I think was a sharp move there by Mule. Definitely caught the Germans a bit off guard. Allow them to take out one of those light armoured cars. See German forces pushing in, catching the others in a bit of a bad spot there. Stuart, though, Get a bit threatened, withdrawing here. Mule realizing things are lost in the center. And in the center, German troops pushing in here. Ferig, though, stands ready in the name of democracy to put an end to these Hun bastard, those damn Krauts. More grenades going off over to Mule again. Just got the supply surplus up there and over to Ula. Germans remain firmly in control of the center, but the rest of the map is a bit more back and forth, a bit more dicey, though they do crucially have a victory point lead over the Allies. And Mule is responding to all this by deciding we need bigger guns than mortars, we need the Bishop. Another 250 half-tank goes kaput. But Mr.Howe's Panzer III has arrived, the Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. Almost got another 250-9 there, and no, it survives with a sliver of health there. German engineering somehow keeping it together, despite all the Euro engineering, or perhaps it is the Euro engineering that keeps it together. Panzer III diving in, perhaps a bit too aggressively here, but gets it out of there in a jiffy. Turns its guns upon those British men standing out in the open. And a grenade assault here, further punishing them for standing out in the open, all bunched up nice and neatly. We still haven't seen, I think, anything out. Oh, we do have armored support here for Mr.Howe, but Ula now is the only player, I think, without a battle group choice as of yet. We do have the Panzer Armee commander up, though, but crucially no Panzer IIIs here, so likely is planning here armor serves. Might even be dreaming of going straight for the Tiger. Allied force wing, and then we got Ferig with the Chaffee, the M24 here. Dashing in the name of democracy, trying to bypass all the German guns. The crew keeps at it, but the grenades blow it up entirely. But not before they get that prize, the ambulance. Tell my wife I took out an ambulance. I will, Bob. I will. Further up north, a machine gun there as the Panzergrenadier caught in a bit of a bad spot there against German infantry well ensconced, and Ula brings in the Panther III as well. A man of taste and quality. Mortar firing down death across the center here. Got the center here ready for Mule. No sign of the commander side of things. He almost got the MG team there.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field.
Allied pressure raining down hard here, and the Germans are struggling. Got some anti-tank gun out here. No, they slightly nerfed the anti-tank guns because they didn't realize a lot of people were spamming them and A-moving them, but my personal suspicion is it's not really going to matter that much because it just isn't a substantial enough nerf. We'll have to see, but that's sort of my initial sort of suspicion there. Bit of busy up north here. Allied forces, at least for now, abandoned the town, but there you go. Mule with a fresh force here. We got Bren guns on the way there for sections. Top of that, fresh M24 Chaffee out as well there for Ferig. Another Panther III's also arrived for Mr.Howe. Another Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. And you got Allied forces pushing in here now. Streets in the north are mostly clear of German forces. In the center, another push forwards here. Definitely, I feel like the Germans are focused on the center, but since the Allies are showing a bit focused on the rest of the map, though they could also try and sneak further south. You'll bring in the Bishop, which will certainly make it tougher for the Germans to maintain the defense they're usually holding around the center. So they will have to perhaps consider some adaptation, or launching a raid somehow behind Allied lines to take out the Bishop. Of course, the big question then becomes, with the way the Axis players have been playing right now, do they, have the ability to then launch a flank into the Bishop and take it out? Things it falls up northwards. And we get armor reserves out for Ula as well. That reminds me, they did slightly nerf the Loiters by making them somewhat easier to shoot down, but that's about it. That is about it. German Panther getting hammered though by countless Allied guns. Grenade packages for Mule and his men, because apparently they forgot those back home.
Rifle grenades and anti-tank grenades are now available.
There we go, rifle grenades, anti-tank grenades. Another Panther feeder for Ula. No armor reserve so far being shown by either Axis player there. Over to Mr.Howe. 3 Panther 3s now, though starting to run a bit of infantry and over to Ferig. Got that war machine there. Will we be seeing the EC-8 anytime soon? Panther 3 could be in trouble. And there go Allied armored forces and knock it out. Leaving there Ula short 1 Panther 3. Up north though, Mr.Howe looking to avenge the fallen, crashes through the streets here, pursuing the section as they conduct a very, very frenzied retreat. In the center, artillery firing down the Germans. All of their bunching up his stuff is not making the task more difficult for Mule's artillery crews. Quite the opposite. Stuart moving about. Panther 3 slowly pulling back here.
The beggars are threatening a
2 Chaffies out for Ferig. And we got a bit of salvaging here on that wrecked Panther 3 there by Ula. Thumbs up to that at least.
Point lost. The enemy has control.
And a 259 here. Probably should get this assault grenadiers out. We'll have to see if they survive. Okay, most have survived. Friedrichs though didn't get it out there. Should have worn his seatbelts, obviously. And now we got the Panthers going pretty hard. Using their Panzerstorm. Probably should have kept the formation a bit better and lost the Panther 3. He even takes out a Chaffee. That means it's not going to be exactly a great trade-off here for Mr.Howe. There we go. Got 1 Chaffee. But again, Panther 3 for a Chaffee is just bad economics. Very bad economics here for Mr.Howe. He is going for another one. 287 to 390. Axis forces still have the lead of the Allies, but there are definitely some darker clouds in the horizon there. That bishop in particular represents a bit of a potential big headache. Ultimately, the Stuart has been upgraded with the tank commander to boost nearby infantry units. Also gives access to a marked target ability for vehicles, so thumbs up to that. Another Panther 3 ready for Mr.Howe, but he's really starting to suffer there. Definitely needs to be a bit more careful. Or at least a bit more considerate, because I do feel like some of these losses could have been avoided with a bit better coordination. There we go, EC production. We also got Seek and Destroy. No Scots here for Ferig. No tank depot either, though, so no EC8 right away.
Commander Paradrops have the green light.
Commandos there, selected for Mule. They did change the LMG commandos, changing them into support commandos, which just sounds a bit odd. And which can basically allow the troops to reinforce them, which basically means they're kind of like Pathfinders. Again, like, they continue to operate British paratroopers like commandos, and this just really shows it off, honestly. You can even call in strafing runs. I don't know, just... I feel like they should just get on with it and just call them paratroopers and just, you know, admit it at this point. I don't know why they're calling them commandos at this stage. It just feels like really weird. It's like that Monty Python sketch there where, like, you know, they gotta call it, like, you know, dog kennels. I would like to look at the British paratroopers. No, you mean commandos. No, I mean commandos. Okay. Otherwise, the lead game developer puts a bag over his head and we have to sing the Canadian national anthem. Anyways, Panther moving forward, did get Armoured Support out for Ula. Panther swinging in hard here, going in aggressively. Again, we got Panzerstorm. Really haven't seen that blood being used that much here. Pack there lost. Another Panther down. How he's really just not trading well with the Allies. And the line flank are cleared out. Yikes.
Hey, we have guards on standby.
Definitely feel like the Germans' tactical approach there is time to hit a few speed bumps, to put it generously. 250 traffic rushing south is out of Mr.Howe. Definitely hasn't selected armed reserves. Certainly more infantry is great, but I do think they need to consider like other avenues than straight at the enemy. So now the Allies are starting to get more weight and momentum. I think just trying to, like, you know, bash your head in with Panther 3s is not going to work. That's not what the Panther 3s are good at. They're more about speed and mobility than the gun. Not so much about soaking up, like, assaults. Lost the 250 after the assault grenades in it. Might even lose the squad. No, only 2. Again, I'm starting to sense just a bit of desperation there of the Axis forces. But back here to Mule. And over here to Ula. Panzer Pioneer up. Panzer 4, they need repairs.
The enemy has our victory point now. We're losing a fuel point to enemy action.
Ooh. I don't know what happened there for Ula, but that was a complete toss-up. Waste. Greyhound there being pursued. We got Panther 3s moving in here for Mr.Howe. Really looking to get some kills in there on the Allies. Could see the Panzer Grenade squad. Oh, got a Chaffee. That's something, but lost the Panzer Grenade squad again. Axis losses are really skyrocketing now. They're doing so well, and now it just feels like they had, like, you know, the plug removed from the bathtub, but they're just kind of losing all the things that kept them going
We
here.
have RAF Recce ready to fly.
256 with 341. And there go more Bishop fire here. Pack 38 up for Ula. It's northeast, we got the assault groups from Mr. Howe still sneaking about. Their victory points wise. The Axis still have the lead, but they're definitely starting to fall behind in them, and possibly other respects as well. Never mind, this Panther 4's in heavy need repairs. That's seen much better days.
Always eager to serve. Quiet down. Listen out.
Is it load bearing?
Guns awaiting orders. Ready to fire.
Right on my way there for Mule. Heavy fire there again. Head-on assault. Like, even with the state they're in, they're still resolving to, like, just head-on engagements. That's it. Bit of a sleeper, but the Allies not to, like, destroy it as a grab it, I would say. That MD-34. Like, if the Axis get that back, that could be a bit of a problem. But yeah, just continue head-on attacks is not working out. Chaffee's going to flank up behind Mr. Howe here, though. Could get back for a bit with all these Panther 3s in there. Good. Does score a white P and Mule. That's a small win. In the south here, the Mr. Howe's forces and Ula there are getting trounced rather aggressive. Chaffee's going, Panther 3's getting flanked. Split them up, they didn't help him out. Of course, they didn't know that. Have go damage engine. Triple Chaffee's out of Ferig. Ambulance away the Ula. Another ambulance, and there you go. Loiter called in. Calling in that Loiter. Panther 4 assisting as well here. Ferig's lost 1 Chaffee there. Which compared to what the Axis have lost, still isn't that really like a big of a deal. And there you go, Foot Guards knockout. Another one of Mr. Howe's Panther 3s there.
The enemy has 300
Axis losses remain quite high. And of course, we now have more and more grants on the way for Mule, which is not going to help the Axis forces further. Like, I think for Ula, he's going to have to be going for some Stu Gs. I mean, he could try to that tight, could also work out maybe. Just need to at least play it somewhat smartly, I think, for the best results. We'll have to see. Also got the Lords there selected for Ula. North troops moving in. And there you go, another ground almost done.
Grant medium TAC available for use.
Bit of maneuvering here. Looks like the Axis are finally getting that, like, you know, bright idea to attack from another angle, maybe actually going for deeper flank. Like, it's another thing I've noticed, like, they do it, for, like, refuse to do it for most of the match, then, like, you know, when things are really starting to look dire, they actually start to try and do them, and at the same time, they kind of lack the resource to, like, really make the most of it. Sort of amusing to see at times, and other times just kind of sad, but here we are. Assault Grenadiers, what? Mr.Howe definitely punished there. Not even joining in with this. He's actually using his Panther 3s to capture points. Which just seems a bit questionable there. An ambulance there. Another one's about to go down there. Units are being wiped out. Light machines being dropped here. Anti-tank crews completely destroyed here. We're about to see a larger tank battle here with Panther 3s, Panther 4s versus Grant Stewards, and a Greyhound. Countless guns blazing off there. Ula, though, went for another Panther 4, though, instead of the Tiger tank. I mean, that's fair enough as well, though. No. Honestly, I probably would have then gone for Stooks instead of another Panther 4. And there you go. That Panther 4 almost immediately knocked out. Yeah. In the south here, Panther 3 versus Chaffies. Ferig just keeping the pressure here, constantly attacking, constantly harassing and raiding. Over to Ferig's perspective, in fact, and over here to Mr. Howe. There you go, descending upon the Chaffies, getting another one. This time, actually taking out all of Ferig's remaining Chaffies.
Ammunitions point is being overrun.
And Ferig just quickly replacing them.
Enemy is down to 200 points.
254 versus 199. The Allies are really overtaking the Axis here now in terms of victory points. Anti-tank grenades also just quickly rushing out there for the fatherland and sending those Tommies scurrying away.
The enemy has claimed a sector.
Vickers MG, ready.
And another Panther 3 for Mr. Howe.
Our tank crews will be better trained in no time.
Really force them away there. Descending upon the anti-tank crew here, could wipe it out pretty easily. Yes, sir.
We have RAF Recce ready to fly.
Small win for the Germans. There's just that tiny problem. The Allies still have massive armored forces and a lot more infantry, so... yeah, no, they gotta start somewhere. They have to start somewhere.
Victory point to enemy action.
The southeast Panther fleet sneaking up. We got another Chaffee on the way to Ferig. Not a single EC8 or Brat pit in sight.
Under enemy control.
Scatter them. Faster retreat. That's enough.
We've lost the sector to the enemy.
And of evening southwards.
How many guns do you need?
Bit of quiet. And there you go, Panther 3 swing in there hard. It's a big push here by Mr. Howe and Deutschland. Chaffee's definitely going to go down here. Panther 3 could also like get knocked out unless they really mess up there. We got Ferig the counterattacking more Chaffies, but it's not enough here. Anti-tank crew goes down. Ralph Squad's about to get wiped out. He crews again here.
We should use our command.
Could lose the Ralph Squad here, and yes, goes down. Artillery firing down in the Panther fleets need to disengage. Still, that ended up doing some damage here. Bit more effective players can see that when he's using them more actively on the sides, like, you know, hit and run tactics, instead of just barreling straight down to like where every gun is pointing. So who knows? There might still be a chance of a comeback here for the Axis forces up north here. Panther 4 with infantry support clashing through here, routing British forces.
Capture point is being contested.
Back at Ferig's base, guessing we're just looking at more Chaffies. Didn't get the anti-tank destroyed, so that's quickly going to get recruited, obviously. Didn't grab the point either.
Repeat.
Oh dear, Mr.Howe's going to charge in now with just 2 Panther 3s, one of which is damaged. I feel like this is a bit tactically inadvisable. I think he catches on to that as well pretty quickly and disengages from that. 254, 174 here. Back to Mule and to Ula. With another grant on the way of a Mule. Continued build up here. More Panther 3s now for Ula as well.
Sector is in enemy control.
Plenty of munitions for loiters, in fact. Oh, he doesn't have the munitions for loiter, but Ula does, so theoretically, like, you know, if they catch the grants all in one place, the loiter could maybe prove to be helpful.
Contact with the enemy.
Maybe.
They're in it now. Look, tank over here. Your head's down, boy.
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
Panther 3's linking up. We could be looking at a pretty big tank battle here. Grant charging in support, but the Steward mark target activated. And stagger shot, or whatever it's called there. Panther 3's now arriving. Loiter's called in here. It's a big tank battle. Tanks are exploding left, right, and center. Chaffee joining in. Another Panther 3, another tank going up there. Grants, Panzers. Chaffee's probably going down here.
The enemy is pushing hard.
Got the Steward Ace Commander there. More Chaffee's blown up. Another Panther 3 down. Armor losses are massive in this tank battle. And the smoke hides out there, the allied tanks. What utter chaos. And yeah, at this point, definitely saving up for a Tiger tank, but seems a bit paralyzed since we've gotten to press the button due to all the massive carnage. Or perhaps it's in cooldown, so you can't actually call it in. So I'd say, okay, there we go. Tiger tank has been summoned here for Ula.
A munitions point.
So then from the 4th Schwere Panzerabteilung. And we got more Panther 3s of Mr.Howe. You won't catch him yet with the Tiger tank. It appears. Soldiers rolling up the center here. More grants for Mule. And actually withdrawing here the Bishop. More assault grenades of Mr.Howe. And a bike now for Ula. Interesting. Right, sneaking towards the center. Panther 3 under Mr. hiding up north. Tiger tank advancing the center. Mine got set off there. Further southeast, German forces sneak up the flank here. Opening up the southern victory point, though. Need to be careful with this. There it goes, straight into mine. In fact, several mines there. Tiger tank being hammered, mines exploding, Opus getting wiped here on one of Ula's Panzer gun squad's foot guards. Grant's going for the Tiger. Going for blood. We got here sword flares activated. Tiger tank taking massive amounts of damage, in fact, here. Bike immediately destroyed as soon as it arrives here. Panther 3 rushing for Mr.Howe, but it's actually too late, I think. And the Tiger goes down. Wow. Massive blow there to the Axis forces. I mean, with this, Ula is pretty much toast.
A Grant medium tank is reporting in.
Now we got a Panther 3 busy in the south. They're grabbing points and being repaired. Just massive losses there for the Axis. Basically down to Mr.Howe now, as Ula is basically, for all intents and purposes, combat ineffective. And even Mr.Howe is looking like he doesn't have long. I think he's done just a Panther 3s. Even if one of them is ace level. More grants there out of Mule. Soldiers being hammered here. And a flak 36 for Ula now. Flak 36, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, might have helped sooner. But who am I to say? Got those Panther 3s for Mr.Howe again, swinging in there. Ace Panzer leading the way. We got veterans, one of which activated for increased rate of fire. Mule's grant there goes up in flames. A bonfire. Steel and motor oil. In the southeast, Chaff going in hard. He being surrounded by the Panzer IIIs. Let's see, Ferig losing another one here. 182s, 167. Are the Germans actually mounting a comeback after that massive tank engagement up north there? Kind of looks like it, but no. Loses his ace Panzer III there to an Allied anti-tank gun line, which could very well put a lid at any potential, comeback. We do have the Flak 36 there. I mean, he's going for another one? What is going on here? Double Flak 36. And upgrading the truck there to an ambulance. But sets up the Flak 36 there, and we got a Pantry down to the enemy base, but now Ferig's finally teched up. He's gone for the tank depot. He has a Hellcat. Go to Mr.Howe as well there, and he loses a Panzer III. And so suddenly Mr.Howe went from having a decent amount of Panzer IIIs to next to none again. Ah, do you like? Yikes. Kind of feels like they just threw away their one small chance of a more serious comeback.
Our victory point is being overrun.
Maybe there's still a hope. I mean, again, they kind of already did it once. Maybe they can somehow do it again.
Enemy ground forces have claimed a victory point is in enemy hands.
German troops being met with heavy machine gun fire there. 30 cal there out. Oh, attacked enemy 54, never mind. 148 was on a 67. All victory points falling here to the Allies as well. We got Ferig churning out more glorious riflemen in the service of freedom and liberty. And Mr. Howe's Panther IIIs are in heavy need repairs. He's of course going for more.
Always eager to serve.
He actually went for battlefield salvage. That's actually not a bad idea there. 157. He just going a little out of nowhere. That's a bit random.
A section of guards have been deployed.
Just a wee bit random. 136 here.
Point to enemy action.
Rushing away with the pack 30 Manchester Snack away there. Not bad for Mr. Howe, but again at this stage, will it be enough?
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
Now one Panther is about to get knocked out here. That's like his remaining ace Panzer as well. Stunning loss here. We got the Flak 36s roaming about the center as the assault grenade is just being sent forward. So again, head-on assault. We do get some smoke grenades here, but yikes. 140 and another Panzer. Oh, that's a 250 half-track. Now Mr. Howe has next to nothing left as well, like his teammate.
We're losing a victory point.
What utter carnage.
This is how it's done. The enemy is down to
141 versus 98.
Our victory point now.
Grants rolling in there, guns blazing. Grenades.
Victory point to enemy action.
Good guys there, going for an ambulance. Could get wiped with a bit of bad luck, but not before they take out the ambulance at least. Not before they take out the ambulance.
Guards have been killed at the front.
Surely they will be recognized as great heroes in American history. 141 versus 77.
Reports just in. The enemy is down to only 75 points.
73 points. 71. The clock continues to tick here. 69, 67.
And crew on standby.
And what is this? Another Bishop here for Mule. And there you go. Both Axis players end up surrendering. GG, game over. Is staying below there to the right. They had the early bits of it game, but after that they just kind of fell through. Basically just, I think, relying too much on their initial advantage and thinking that can easily just transfer these, being able to constantly attack head on to the enemy instead of flanking using maneuver, relying on more on the actual strength of the Panther IIIs. which really cost them a lot. Then suddenly they remembered it, but even then there was like, moments where they just completely blew it again and just threw away all the resources. So that definitely felt like the Allies just kind of, or the Axis threw that match away, but also well played with Mule and Ferig, of course, being able to like hold on to then exploit those mistakes. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I'll learn something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.